Hi everybody. So today we are looking at the education sector in South Africa, and the first topic we are addressing legislation regarding bullying in public schools in South Africa. The second we're looking at the South African Qualifications Authority, and this authority is where you will check whether the institution that you've chosen for further education is actually legit. We're going to look at the South African Council for Educators, and this council is where you can lodge a complaint. So if you're only interested in one of these subjects, just follow my timeline. You just click on the part that you're interested and you'll hop straight into that. Hi everybody. We are looking at legislation that's available regarding bullying in public schools. So even though South Africa does not have a specific law regarding bullying as yet, there are 4 pieces of legislation that you can refer to. So the first one, the South African Schools Act 84 of 1996. And this act decrees that the public school administrators must have an enforceable code of conduct that has set procedures to follow, including the appropriate punishments. Only if the school fails in that regard may the complainant then seek legal remedies. The second piece of legislation is the Children's Act 38 of 2005. So this act gives the South African children the power to address bullying in court. Notably, so we must just remember one thing with our laws: they always try and seek a balance, and the same thing goes for this as well. Focus will be on restorative justice, whereby the objective is to identify the problem. The culprit must then accept responsibility, and effective preventative measures must be taken to promote reconciliation. Should a public school be aware of constant bullying but fail to interfere, that's when that school can be held accountable for injury, loss, and damage. Look at the third piece of legislation, the Child Justice Act 75 of 2008. Here, the law acknowledges that the act of bullying can contain a certain criminal element, and therefore a separate justice system has been created. This system has divided children into 3 categories. So your first category, children below the age of 10. The second one, children 10 years and older but younger than 18. And the third category, the young adults, 18 years of age but younger than 21 years. The child's criminal capacity needs to be identified before considering the criminal responsibility. Then the last piece of legislation, the Protection from Harassment Act 17 of 2011. And this particular legislation allows a child or a bullied victim to apply for a protection order without the assistance of their parents. And then just the last thing to remember, a bully under the age of 10 cannot be arrested, but a bully over the age of 10 can be detained. Thank you for listening. Hi everybody. We're going to look at where we can check whether the learning institute that you have chosen is actually legit and have got the right accreditations to operate in South Africa. So, South African Qualifications Authority, SAQA. Their function is to build a national qualification framework which will then contribute to the personal development of lifelong learners. They offer several services. Here's the first one, the registration of qualifications. The second one, rather important, should you want to employ somebody and not sure, you can verify their South African qualifications. This is the email address. Next service, the recognition of professional bodies. And this is if you want to ensure that the institute that you've chosen, the accreditation to operate. Inquiries you send to this email address. Then you've got evaluation of foreign qualifications. If you're in South Africa, but you got your degrees elsewhere, you can ask them to evaluate that qualification, and that's where you send the email to. And the last one, is the confirmation of private higher education institution qualifications. These queries, this is where you can send that kind of query, but they will charge you a fee. Contact them via WhatsApp. There is an email, and that's their website. Best of luck. Hi everybody, we are looking at the South African Council for Educators. So if you have a complaint, this is where you need to be. This is the ombud for the education sector. So their objective is to instill a code of ethics for all South African educators. Any educator, learner, or member of the society can lodge a complaint anonymously or otherwise. The complaint must be in writing and signed by the complainant or their representative. The information that would be that's needed for your complaint to be successful, first one, your contact details, the complainant's contact details, the victim's name, the name of the learning institute, the date of incident, the fifth one, whether you want to remain anonymous or not. You completed the letter, please send an email to this address. Best of luck.